Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at Overhaul by TMAS98, a two-chamber map that takes place during the reconstruction of Aperture. It's actually got a few GLaDOS voice lines in it that you don't often hear in custom maps, the lines that were originally removed from this part of the game for being too abrasive to players at the time. In fact, the map starts off with one.
Per our last conversation, you're also ugly. I'm looking at your file right now, and it mentions that more than once.
Just some nasty, nasty comments from GLaDOS, but what do you expect? Since this is a reconstruction themed map, it's going to look like parts of it are being pulled together as we're walking through it, which is pretty cool looking. Opening up into this hallway, we've got a reflection cube and a laser catcher behind me. At the far end, we've got the exit to this part of the map, guarded by 4 turrets and of course your traditional portal locked door. The rest of the elements of this chamber are behind this emancipation grill, including one laser, and a button over here in a corner that, when you step on it, doesn't look like it does much, but as it turns out, it does open up the door at the far end of the chamber. You just can't see it because of the way the map is laid out. So let's go ahead and deactivate the emancipation grill by redirecting the laser into the catcher. This is one of those things I'm not too thrilled about this map. There's a few situations where you have to redirect a laser across a pretty significant distance onto a small object, and you have to get the portals almost pixel perfect. It's kind of annoying. It's a little bit worse in the second chamber. But once you got that sorted out, it's pretty easy to go ahead, take the laser out of there, fry those turrets, and the only thing remaining to do is to open up the door. Once again, it would have been kind of nice to see the button that's around the corner here in a position where when you activate the button you could see the door open, or when you deactivate it see it close, but you know, in the entrails there it's not too bad, but it would have been just a nice detail to have. And now we are done with this chamber. We'll be transitioning on to the next one with just one more GLaDOS voice line and a little bit of an Easter egg, actually.
Did you know I discovered a way to eradicate poverty? But then you killed me, so that's gone.
Hey Wheatley. It's a cute little detail, and it actually does fit this particular part of the plot when GLaDOS is getting the facility together again. Wheatley's usually hiding behind panels and stuff like that, so you can just barely get a glimpse of him. And of course, this little improvised transition between chambers fits this part of the plot as well. And here we are at the second and final chamber of this map, much smaller than the first one, but a lot of the same elements: the laser, reflector cube, and 2 catchers, one on the bottom that deactivates the emancipation grill on the second level, and one up higher that actually opens up the final door. Because this is an emancipation grill up here that's just been deactivated, you might be tempted to keep one portal on the outside and one on the inside, but as it turns out, it's not quite the solution. Because even though you can activate the catcher all the way on the other side, which is still pretty awkward to aim for, you still need to walk through the emancipation grill to get through the door, so obviously it's not going to work. The key to solving this puzzle is realizing that you can manipulate all the elements right up here on the final platform. Once you figure that out, it's just a matter of doing a few more portals and you are out of this chamber. GLaDOS gets one more taunt.
I shouldn't spoil this, but remember how I'm going to live forever, but you're going to be dead in 60 years? Well, I've been working on a present for you. Well, I guess it's more of a medical procedure. Well, technically it's more of a medical experiment. You know how excruciating it is when someone removes all of your bone marrow? Well, what if after I did that, I put something back in that added 4 years to your life?
That is pretty gross, but that does mark the end of Overhaul, a 2-chamber map in the reconstruction theme. Once again, it's a lot of fun to play, but I do wish that there was a little bit more visual indicators, a little more visual help when aiming a laser across an entire chamber like that. It's especially difficult for that one last portal. You might have seen me hesitate a little bit there before placing it, because when you miss, the emancipation grill goes down and you have to get that set up all over again. So it's kind of a pain, but it's still fun. Again, if you want to check it out, the map is in the description. If you've got another map you want to see a video of, let me know in the comments. And that is it, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.